Hello everybody, welcome back. My name is Calvin. You are watching The Tech That I Missed. And should I say welcome back to me? I am back in the United States in the great state of Indiana. So welcome back. I'm really excited. I have a lot of cool stuff to show you guys and even more later down the line, but right now I got some cool stuff to show you guys, so let's get on with it right now. Okay, so today, or earlier today, this morning, I went to the electronics salvage in my closest town and I found this guy and he gave it to me for free. It's pretty cool. I'm going to use it to test my Commodores. I got this one just in case that one doesn't work. This one looks like it's been in a barn or something like that, but that's okay. We can clean it up. This one has the inputs in front. This one has them in the back. This one looks older, but I couldn't tell you whether or not that's true. What I can tell you is they do cut the cords off of these as soon as they get them. So I'm going to have to replace the cords in both of these, or at least I want to try this one first because I like it better. It just obviously for aesthetic reasons it looks better, and it's a Sony. Yeah, so I'm going to try this out. Hopefully it works. But I have another awesome, cool thing that I was not expecting. So you have to see this. They also had this guy. Awesome. And guess what? I got it for free. It looks like it's in pretty good shape. I don't know if it works, but it's in pretty good shape on the outside. So we'll see. We'll have a look at it. And not in this episode, but maybe in one or two more. We'll have a look at this baby and we'll look inside and see if everything looks okay. And then if it does, we'll start it up and see what happens with it. But I was very, very pleasantly surprised. This was the only computer they had in there, but it's with a bunch of CRT televisions, so that's probably why. So I gave the guy my number and stuff like that. So if they get any more stuff like this, I will be hopefully getting a call and getting them, which is totally awesome. So let's see. That's this. And that was the cool stuff I wanted to talk about as far as the beginning. Now let's get on to the main part of this video, which is my new circuit board. Okay, so I'm just showing this to you guys to show you how much room I have to work with. Basically, the two spare bedrooms at my parents' house is full of my stuff. So the other room is completely full. But this is what I have to work with, so... And I'm just waiting for my fiancee to get here with her visa so we can buy a place. So for now, this is it. Okay, so I had a video all ready to go. I actually shot it twice and still not happy with it. So I'm going to move on right now with the computer that I just mentioned that I got earlier today, which is the Mac Classic that I got for free from the salvage. So let's open it up and have a look at it and see how it looks inside before we turn it on. Alright, so let's do that. Okay, so first things first. You're going to need a screwdriver like this. It's a really long... it won't focus. There it goes. It's a really long star. I forget what the name of them are, but they're the star-shaped thing. I got this one from a place called Console 5. If you can look on there, I think it was relatively inexpensive. So, but you'll need it to be able to reach these screws here. Okay, so I didn't want to mess the screen up or anything, so I went and got an old beach towel. Go ahead and move these for right now. Set this down carefully, because all the screws are out of it, I think. I'll just set that down there. Okay, now the old battery compartment is no longer a battery compartment, it's just a, not sure what it is. We should just be able to, yeah, here we go, slide this off. Here. There we go. Okay. There. So, pretty dusty in there. If you can see it. Yeah, a lot of dust. We'll clean that out. And let's see. Let's have a look here. Warning of electric shock. I'm not going to go through a lot of this. I'm not going to be messing with it. I just want to have a look to make sure. Just going to look for leaky part, for leaky capacitors, and anything that looks odd. I'll go over it another time, a lot closer. I'll take it apart and clean stuff and things like that. There's our RAM modules. I can't see anything that looks too wrong with it. Go for a stair here. Let me see. I don't like that. At least it's all going on the towel, it looks like. Okay, I mean, I don't see any leakage or anything like that. Power supply and the analog board looks okay. I see nothing really at all wrong with this. I mean, it looks really good. It's in really good condition. So, yeah, I mean, as you can see, nothing looks bad at all. It's in really good shape. I mean, it looks almost new. It's crazy. Looks really nice. Alright, so let's put the case back on it and then give it a whirl, see if it works. And the fan on the bottom. I'm just going to put this back together. So there we go. And this thing was unbelievably nice on the inside. It looks like it's a year old or something. It's crazy. And how good a shape this thing is in. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get an ADB keyboard and mouse from over here and dust this towel off, or shake it off from the dust, and we will turn this on and see how it works. So be right back. Okay, so as I said, we have an ADB mouse and an ADB keyboard. These are Apple specific input devices. So these are the old ones. This is what you would see with one of the old, same form factor, basically same form factor type computers, but these are for like the older models, for the Plus, and I'm not sure if the Mac 2, I think the Mac 2 used this as well. But in any case, so this is what you would be using for one of the older models, but in this case this is a newer model. This one even says on the back that it's from April 91, so that would be about roughly 6 months into its build production phase. So I think it went like another almost 2 years more after that one. I think I went to September 91, I believe. So let's get this plugged in. Okay, so as I said, we got the keyboard and mouse. However, usually these Macs with the ADB keyboards and mice only have one port because they're meant to be daisy chained. So there are keyboards, this is an Apple keyboard, but it doesn't have a place for a mouse on it, whereas some do. This one doesn't. So what I have to do is use this splitter, which works perfectly well, in place of not having two connectors or having a connector on my keyboard. So got both of those plugged in. We'll plug it into the one and only port. Ready? Here we go. Let's see. Let's see if it works. Ready? Don't blow up. I didn't hear anything. What? Oh, I see stuff. No chime. Which is odd. Could be a speaker thing. I guess it's just the speaker. I see the screen's flickering. That's just because of the frame rate. Okay, mouse is working. Alright, it's asking for a disk. Got the good old OS 608. And, oh, happy face. Yeah, you can see it even though I didn't like that. Maybe 608 is too low. I wouldn't think 608 would be too low, but it might. Okay, so the floppy disk wouldn't boot, or the computer wouldn't boot from the floppy disk, but we do have another option. And the Mac Classic has a version of an operating system on a ROM chip inside the computer. And I believe it's Command Option X0 on startup, so let's do that. Or Mac Option X0. That's weird. That doesn't look good. But let's see what happens with this in any case. Let's restart it, or just give it a second. Let's reboot it. It's still doing that. Well, let's just hold it and wait, see what happens. There's a couple of things this could be, so we'll have to look at later. This is probably going to be like way down the line project because I have a whole lot of other things. But we'll get to it eventually. That's weird. Alright, now let's see. This seems to clear up after a few minutes or so. So I hope these actually put it into the OS. And that'll be good. Anyone was thinking, think about this is well, it worked. I mean, this is not right. Other things back up. Alright, what are we going to get here? So it's not booting right away. It's taking a while and it's giving me a bunch of gibberish. Or a crazy screen. So we're gonna have to have a look at that. And oh, look, it did boot. It booted to the. All right, so it booted to the OS. That's good. This is good though. At least we know the disk drive is probably working. And we know that the ROM is working. Okay, so we got our normal startup back, which is not normal, but okay, so no beep, no stuff, so I'm gonna leave it at that. We will come back to this when these other things are done. So until that time, hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please like and subscribe. If you didn't like it, or if you did like it, please leave a comment. You can leave a comment if you didn't like it, that's okay, I'm a big boy. But yeah, we'll have a look at this 6 or 7 or 8 projects down the line. So until then, thank you very much for watching and take care.